Welcome back to Respawn Aim Fire, Day 3 of 2018's E3 coverage. We have 3 conferences to go over today, but it might be our shortest episode yet.
No, we had the one day with just EA. That was a half hour.
You're right.
So it'll be longer.
Close to that.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about.
There's not. We have 3 conferences: Square Enix, Ubisoft, Sony. Let's jump into them in that order.
I don't even have notes for Square Enix.
What do you think of Square Enix?
I was going to say, I don't even have notes for Square Enix because there's nothing to talk about at their conference. It was literally the same stuff we saw everywhere else. The same trailers, everything.
That's why we put up a poll today that said, what was your favorite Square Enix announcement? The one we saw yesterday, the one from before, the other one we already saw, or The Quiet Man?
What the fuck is The Quiet Man?
I don't know. It's I don't know if it was for the trailer, whether the game has some kind of blend of live action and
yeah, that
gameplay.
Was so strange. Well,
it's a deaf guy who beats people up. I mean, it's an interesting concept. You play as a deaf character who beats people up, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it's kind of strange when you're playing as a deaf guy. But I'm assuming there's going to be audio in the game.
I don't know.
I don't know. When it cut to that game though, and it had the skyline of the city, I'm like, holy shit, these graphics are amazing.
I know. I thought the same thing.
I'm like, this is unbelievable. And then I'm like, oh, this is live action footage. Damn it.
And then they switch in the middle of it, right before they're about to fight, and they switch back to it. Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, this is not live action anymore. I can tell.
It was very strange. I don't know what to make of that announcement, but we'll hear more about it in August, and we can not talk about it then as well.
Yep.
So moving on, the other announcement was it Babylon's
There were a
Fall?
couple of things in there that hadn't been mentioned. We saw a little bit more Shadow of the Tomb Raider gameplay. Again, looks stealthy, looks like Shadow of the Tomb Raider. There's Final Fantasy XIV patch coming out called Under the Moonlight. Looks like more Final Fantasy XIV. There's a crossover. I don't know whether this is Final Fantasy XIV crossing with Monster Hunter Worlds or the other way around or both. But they're getting a crossover sometime this summer. We got confirmation that Captain Spirit, which we saw the same trailer, or a very slightly different trailer yesterday. We saw that it is actually a part of the Life is Strange 2 universe.
And we knew that before.
Free. We didn't mention that. We didn't mention that yesterday.
Oh, okay, but it was mentioned at the other events.
Yeah. Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age. Is that game out yet?
No, it's been out in Japan, but it's coming September 4th, I believe.
They called it 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age, making me think that it was like a DLC coming out. I was like, wait, have we even gotten
that's just the name
11?
Of the game.
Okay.
No, it's coming to PS4 and PC, but it's also going to be coming to Switch later on at some point.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, much later on.
Yeah.
One thing, they did this so quickly. Right afterwards, they showed like a 4-second screen that says, to celebrate the release of this, we're also... And then they showed like 2 things, really. Dragon Quest 1 remake or something like that. I don't know.
I didn't catch it.
But you had mentioned it's PS4 and Steam. I saw that a lot. They're leaving Xbox out of a lot of things, even though they showed a lot in Xbox's conference.
Yeah, and also they've had that partnership with Microsoft for Tomb Raider, which I know is a different franchise, obviously, than Dragon Quest or something like that. But yeah, that was interesting to me. I mean, Xbox One has not sold as well as PS4, but it's still worthwhile to put your games on it. It's not that bad. It's not like the Wii U. It's not even close to that.
Wii U. Wii who?
We'll talk about Wii U in a second, actually.
But then we get to the second new game announcement, Babylon's Fall. And I don't even remember what it looks like. All I wrote down is cinematic trailer from Platinum Games, PS4 and Steam 2019.
That's all we know. That's it.
I don't even remember.
There's nothing else.
Like, what was the cinematic trailer of? I don't even remember.
Oh, it wasn't even like... Cinematic makes it seem like it was like a story thing we saw. It was like a montage of pictures and stuff.
Then we get into a blast of shit we already knew. Automata coming to Xbox. Great. Already knew that. Saw that yesterday. Project Octopath Traveler coming to Nintendo Switch on July 13th. Saw that a month and a half ago.
And we'll see it again tomorrow, I'm sure, as well.
Just Cause 4 got a little bit more. I actually liked this trailer better than the one we saw yesterday. Mm-hmm. Extreme weather. Tornadoes, lightning storms, blizzards. Cool. Blow shit up, man.
That game was cool, yeah.
Yeah. And then we get a Quiet Man, and more to come in August on that one. Again, PS4 and Steam. And then, apparently, only 98% of the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer was the same. There was like 2% of it that was different for this one.
Oh, it was different?
They
said,
very,
stay
very
tuned
little.
to the end.
That's what, see, that guy at the beginning of the thing, he's like, stay tuned to the very end, don't want to miss it. And then we get to the end, and it's the same fucking thing we just saw yesterday at Xbox.
Like, it's like he forgot it played there as well. And he's like, I'm so excited for everyone to see the Kingdom Hearts trailer. Let me just make sure they don't stay till the end. I think it was literally like, we don't have much, so we'll make this false promise that there's something exciting at the end as they watch the whole thing, and then, nope, psych. Yep.
They should not have had a conference this year. I mean, it wasn't even a conference. It was a Nintendo Direct style half an hour thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is the worst E3 showing yet, I think.
Is it? I don't know if it's the worst.
I think so, yeah, because it was just pointless. There was no reason for it to exist. EA's conference was bad, but it didn't have no reason to exist.
You're right.
I know you didn't like Bethesda's too much. I just liked it a little bit more than you. But
I liked some of the content. I didn't like the presentation.
Yeah, but it had a reason to exist. This had no reason to exist. This stuff could have been shown off.
And it was.
Yeah, elsewhere. And it was shown off
elsewhere.
It was ridiculous. It was stupid.
Square Enix shit the bed, y'all. That's okay.
I can't believe you even spent 5 minutes talking about it. Let's just move on to Ubisoft.
I'm surprised we didn't see... If they were going to have a conference, I'm surprised we didn't see Final Fantasy VII. And I'm honestly surprised that we haven't seen Avengers. Like, Crystal Dynamics has been working on that for like a year and a half now. We didn't even see any kind of announcement trailer or anything like that.
Well, I think after the joke of Final Fantasy VII coming out in 2023, I think they realized, well, maybe we should talk about it closer to then. And they didn't show it for that reason.
Yeah. All right, that wraps up one. 7 minutes down. Here we go.
All right, so Ubisoft had an interesting showing. It wasn't anything special, I don't think, but
it was a typical Ubisoft.
Yeah, it started off with another dance number in the beginning.
Another dance. That is a trend of this E3. Is everyone fucking loves music and dance.
Oh, we will get to Sony, and I will bitch about that once we get there. That was horrible.
We had that from Bethesda. We have that with Just Dance. Although this happens every year. That weird, crazy.
Yeah, I know it's usually common for Ubisoft. So they announced Just Dance 2019. That's part of the dance routine thing.
Did you guys hear that?
Coming
Dragon?
to everything, including Wii. It's still coming to the Wii. Not coming to Wii U, but it's coming to the Wii still.
It is still coming to the Wii?
It is still coming to the Wii. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Pretty impressive.
Impressive?
Pretty impressive. No, that is still happening. Absolutely, it's impressive. That means there are still people who are buying that game for the Wii. Yeah. They make enough money on it. That
might be their largest audience. Who knows?
It might be. I have no idea. After that, they jumped into another cinematic trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, man. That might have sold me on this game.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. I mean, granted, that was a CG trailer. That was not what the game is going to look like.
But that was a bad, I wrote down, gorgeous CGI trailer in all caps.
Oh, yeah. But it's one of the few CG trailers I watch where I go, I know this isn't what the game's going to look like, but the kinds of actions they're showing in this trailer, I want to do this in the game.
Yep.
And I feel like they're trying to hint at what the game's going to be like. Being in space, being with that ship, just the design of everything is so cool. Everything looks awesome.
Yeah,
not visually. I'm talking like the art style of everything, like the way the ships look. That all looks so cool. I'm totally on board with this. They had the reveal of like, oh, and this character from Beyond Good and Evil is coming back. And like,
Jade.
I don't know who Jade is. I know she's in the game.
She was the main character of the first one.
I know that, but
Jade.
I know that, but I have not played one of these games before.
It's only a game. But the main character looks like she might be the villain now in this one, according to that trailer.
Interesting. That's a cool concept, but I'm not...
it's a prequel. So we know a couple of things. It's a prequel. It's happening at the end of the 24th century. There is a behind closed door demo of like what it's like to traverse in the city happening at E3, so keep an eye out on your favorite news outlets for impressions of that.
We're not privileged enough to go to that.
We are not privileged. Although we are both straight white males, we are not quite privileged enough to see that. They did have a little bit of gameplay footage, which looked pretty good. And then this was kind of a cool idea. The Space Monkey program. They announced this last year. They're like, help us make our game. And everyone was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You haven't even started making your game yet? But this is a cool club that you can join and contribute art to, and everyone makes collaborative art. They brought out from Hit Record Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and they're having like challenges that everyone contributes to make music and radio shows and art for the game. So you could have your shit featured in the game, and people are working on it collaboratively. I thought that was really cool.
It is an interesting idea. Yeah, it seems very... I haven't seen a game have this much kind of community content surrounding it before. Like and having the community involved in the game.
It's a real cheap way to populate your open world.
Absolutely it is. Yep. But it's still a cool way. Like, I don't think cheap in a bad sense, though.
No. I mean, if you think about Rockstar and what they do for GTA 5, all of the radio programming, things like that, they have to come up with all that shit themselves. But if they get the community to contribute all that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I wasn't before, but now I am.
I was looking forward to it. I was pretty sold on it last year.
Oh my god, there's a dragon going to eat me in here.
They showed off a little bit. Well, they didn't show off anything. They talked about Rainbow Six Siege after. They said they have 35 million players in that game.
That sounds crazy.
A lot. Yeah, so I said, is that daily? Is it monthly overall? Like, how are they measuring
People who have ever
that?
tried the game? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Absolutely.
New people you can play as, free in-game content. There's a documentary coming about the esports side of it soon. Cool.
Yawn.
Trials Rising, they spent a significant amount of time on this. Had a guy come in on a motorcycle and bust down a podium and...
So my feed kind of skipped out during that. Did he do that intentionally, or did he accidentally break the podium?
No, that was intentional. I mean, obviously that podium was made of like poster board.
Well, that's a good point, because I kind of cut out, and then I come back and he's on the floor and the podium's broken. I'm like, what just happened?
The sentence he says right after that is, Trials is all about crashing and getting back up again and doing it again.
Oh, okay. See, I missed all that. Okay. Yeah. That makes more sense, because I'm like, either that guy's really strong or really fat, like fatter than he looks. That seems impossible.
You're a lot fatter than you look, aren't you? Oh, man, that's a good way to get on someone's good side.
It is, absolutely. Are you pregnant, sir? So that's coming out February 2019. It's coming to Switch as well, but also PS4, Xbox, and PC.
February 2019, Crash all over the world. So you're like driving in places all over the world. I don't know if that's new for the series. I've never played a Trials game, but
neither have I. I've heard they're actually good games. I just never played it before.
Yeah. The Division 2 is up next, and I actually really enjoyed. They had an opening like tone piece for a CGI trailer for like what the game is going to be dealing with, and I thought that was really well done.
Yeah.
They're kind of going through Washington, D.C. and seeing the state of things. I like the idea that after the campaign, so they announced after you finish the campaign, you then choose a specialization. So you've had kind of experience with the game, and now you're like, all right, do I want to be the guy with the explosive arrows? Do I want to be the guy with the grenade launcher? Do I want to be the guy with the sniper rifle? And then you continue to level up through there.
That's smart. That's clever.
Yeah. They're 8-player raids.
No Battle Royale mode.
No Battle Royale mode announced. Although they did outline their DLC plans for the next year.
Yeah, so they're going to have 3 DLC episodes 1 through 3. They're all going to be free.
Yep, all free. Yeah, every one of them offers new stories, new areas, and new activities. And then they played some more in-game footage. It was a trailer, but more in-game footage. And there's a beta coming. Sign up for the beta. That game, seeing it again today, I was like, you know what? It's on Xbox Game Pass. After I beat Detroit, after I beat Mankind Divided, after I beat all of these other fucking things, if Spider-Man hasn't come out yet, maybe I'll play it. Maybe.
I won't.
Then there was way too long on Mario Rabbids Donkey Kong.
Yeah, they didn't need to show that much of it. They did not need to have another musical segment.
Oh my god!
Why did Shigeru Miyamoto show up for that? There are so many things with it that are just strange to me.
Yep.
But the DLC for Donkey Kong...
Wait, did he show up for that part, or did he show up for Star Fox later?
For Donkey Kong.
He was there for Donkey Kong?
I'm pretty sure he's there for Donkey Kong.
Because they gave him the award, or the statue for Star Fox.
Oh, that's right. I'll shut up now. No, they gave the statue for Star Fox randomly for no reason whatsoever during the Donkey Kong event. That's right. I had my order up messed up there. But the Donkey Kong DLC is coming out June 26th.
Yep, June 25th if you have the season pass.
Are you going to get this? Because you liked Mario
probably
Rabbids
am.
a lot.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, and I actually beat it, unlike you.
I did not beat it. Right?
There's a dragon. Yeah, I'll probably get it. And then they showed off Skull and Bones, and they had a really cool CG trailer.
Of Skull and Bones. A lot
and
of it.
All I wrote was, cool ass CGI trailer. I wish the game was that cool.
Yeah. I don't care about this game at all.
I don't either. And in fact, we'll see later in Sony's game, the Pirates of the Caribbean Kingdom Hearts thing, like, that looked cooler than Skull and Bones.
Well, I'll tell you, we'll just talk about that right now. Very briefly, the Kingdom Hearts stuff. In Skull and Bones, you say, hey, we're going to board a ship. And then it's like a little thing of like, your guys boarded the ship and got a treasure. And then that's it. You don't board the ship. I get that it's a ship, it's a sailing game. Like, you're sailing
simulator. You are the life of
simulator.
A boat.
Yeah. But in Kingdom Hearts, you're like jumping from one ship to another and doing the whole like rail grinding thing.
Yep.
Towards the ship. Like, that's cool. This is like board ship. Your guys got on the ship. They beat the guys on the ship. Now ship is
it's like
yours.
an RTS.
I just
see.
Don't
That's
care.
why I find RTS is boring. Although
no,
this game is nowhere near an RTS.
It's not an RTS. If it were an RTS, it'd be more understandable. It looks just as boring.
Then we get this Transference game that we saw last year. Still already, I mean, I still don't know what it is.
It's a horror game that's being made by Elijah Wood. Of course it's going to be great. Yeah,
and it's in VR and in traditional platforms. And you solve puzzles, bounce from person to person, fall 2018. Great. I still don't have any idea what that is.
So they jumped to Starlink, which they showed off last year as well.
Way to go from zero to hero.
Yeah, so you basically have a little toy ship that you put on top of your controller, and you can add little things to the ship, and like add missiles, and you can get missiles in the game, and they fire yada yada yada.
It's
I'm like,
Toys
this game
to
looks
Life
boring.
Thing. And they announced it last year too, and everyone's like, really? They're investing in Toys to Life again? Okay.
But then, because we already spoiled, it's not really much of a. We already said it. It's Star Fox is in this.
Yeah, only for the Switch version.
Yeah, only for the Switch version, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. But holy shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I guess they had such a good relationship with Mario Rabbids that they're like, all right, we'll let you use it. And I started thinking to myself, like, that's not unheard of. There was Link and Soul Calibur. But to have an unestablished franchise taking a risk with these Toys to Life controller mods,
well, like, Nintendo must have really liked what they saw. Because they wouldn't just be like, sure, Star Fox, just take it. Like, they would have to
right now, Star Fox is basically trash.
But if the rumors of them having Retro kind of rework the series, they're taking that franchise seriously. Then, if they're giving it to Retro,
we'll see tomorrow.
I don't think we're gonna hear about that tomorrow.
All right, then we won't see it all ever again.
Never again. Just a few more things here. There was For Honor DLC coming October 16th called Marching Fire. They had the Crew 2, Crew Harder.
You stupid idiot.
Which I just still don't care about.
It was an open beta on June 21st. Game launches June 29th.
I loved we were joking about how we thought it was already out, and how odd it is that a beta is coming out after release. That's weird.
Didn't this game come out 7 years ago?
And then they showed off Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Man, I've never been interested in Assassin's Creed. Well, okay, I was interested in the Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy, but this one is like, oh.
So what's intriguing to you about it? Because I kind of different.
First of all, I love the setting of ancient Greece, and I love the deep RPG elements, like all of the upgradable and swappable armor, that deep skill tree. And also those mercenaries. So they showed off a bunch of gameplay from it, and like every once in a while you got to bad people, and they would be like, "Oh, this mercenary's name is blah blah blah," and they start chasing you. And it kind of looked a lot like the Nemesis system. I'm like, oh, okay, you're roping me in a little bit. But what mostly intrigues me is how different it looks from your average Assassin's Creed. It does look
very, very different. I was confused because I thought that they weren't going to annualize Assassin's Creed anymore.
That's what I thought too.
And it's coming out.
It is year, so. October 5th.
Well, first they'll give a trailer for it, and they'll say, "Hey, more coming, 2019 or something like that." But no, they showed a lot of this game off.
Yeah,
you have a male and female playable characters for the first time.
Yep.
I loved his clarification he made. He said, "You'll be able to choose between a male or female player, and then play as them for the whole rest of the game."
Choose the female player, and then we'll give you like an intro cutscene, and then you're going to be the dude, obviously, because only dudes kill people.
It's like you play as the female character, but anytime you go to like jump assassinate someone, it just turns into the male figure again.
We couldn't render this as two different people.
We couldn't render it. We didn't have time to animate.
Wasn't it
both.
Assassin's Creed though? I think it was for Unity. They're like, sorry, rendering female bodies is too hard.
No, they said they didn't have the time to do the animations for a female character.
Oh man.
So I guess they responded to that critique.
Yep. And their dialogue choices, which kind of goes along with they said for the first time they're going to deeply change the way that they tell stories. So I thought that was a cool twist. We'll see how it gets reviewed, and then if I pick it up.
Yeah, it comes out October 5th, so it's actually not that far away at all. Just a few months. Cool. All right.
Overall, Ubisoft, typical. Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, it was good.
Let's talk about Sony's event.
Sony's event.
I thought this was a very strange event.
It was very weird. Very weird. A lot of interesting choices.
I think it's the opposite of Bethesda's event. Bethesda's event had... Actually, Bethesda's event had odd pacing and not great content throughout. This had good content, but it was oddly paced, I thought.
Wait, aren't those very similar? Did you just basically say the same thing twice?
I just said no. The content was good in Sony's. The content was not good at Bethesda's.
You didn't like the content in Bethesda?
Not before Fallout 76.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I liked Doom, but that was about it. Yeah. So, but this had good content, but it was so oddly paced. You had these extremely long demos, which was fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, we already knew we were taking a deep dive into those 4 games.
Yeah, exactly. We already knew that. But then, like, they showed The Last of Us off, and then they cut away from that, and then have these guys talking for a while.
As they move the audience from building to building.
Yeah. Why did you have to go in that building? I get that building in the first one looks like the scene in Last of Us 2 they showed off, but why was that important? Why did that matter at all?
So Sean Layden comes out at the very beginning, and they're in a church for some reason. I'm like, okay, what are they doing in here? This is a weird building for them to be in. Why are they... This is kind of an awkward way to show off all of these games today. And then they start the trailer for Last of Us 2, and they're in that building from Last of Us 2. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's cool. And I thought that was a really cool hook. And then they're like, cool, we're going to wait for everyone to move to the other building now. And it's like, wait a minute. Either have it all take place in one spot, or don't do the gag. Not a gag. The gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the worst part about it is, all right, we're going to show you guys something really cool. And then he introduces a guy's name, and people cheer. And I'm like, was I supposed to know who this guy is? Who is this guy they're talking about? And he just comes out and starts playing the banjo.
Yep.
And I started getting, this is the music from Last of Us. If they played that over content of the game, cool.
That's where I would have been okay with it.
But it was just a guy playing banjo.
Yep. Like 2 years ago when they revealed God of War and they had the live orchestra. Well, the live orchestra did the entire conference. But when they're showing the thing and they're scoring the gameplay live, that would have been cool. Like, I would have been okay with that. But no, this is just straight up the dude playing the banjo for 5 minutes.
And then when they come back, they have this guy playing a weird bamboo flute.
Oh my god, a white guy dressed as an Asian guy playing an Asian instrument. Like, get an Asian guy to play the Asian instrument for your Asian game. Come on.
But they're just playing that. And I think what it is Andrew House held this stuff back. But now that he's gone, Sean Layden has free reign to play all of his weird instruments on stage.
Andy House.
Like, Sean, you get 2. You get 2, Sean. We can't do it between every single game.
Let's talk about Last of Us 2.
Yes, let's talk about actually meaningful stuff now. We've made
Last
fun
of Us
Sony
2,
enough.
I already know I'm going to buy this day one. It's going to be the best thing I've ever bought in my life.
I mean, I agree. I didn't need to see this, though, to tell me that. I was going to get it anyway.
Seeing it.
Yeah.
The thing that impressed me most, obviously it looks amazing. It's a Naughty Dog game. But the thing that impressed me most was all of the subtleties in the animations.
Yes.
If you notice, like, someone who's running while she was under the car, someone was running around the corner, and, like, the way that their body slowly tilted as they ran, or the fact that you shoot someone and you're under the car and somebody pulls you out from under the car rather than just shooting at you like they would in a normal game.
Yeah.
Or the end where she's fighting the guy and he throws her over the counter and just that one mirror breaks, his hammer hits, or his axe hits the bookshelf and the shelves of the bookshelf kind of collapse on each other. Like, all of these contextual animations are the really subtle things that make a Naughty Dog game incredible. I just thought that was super cool.
But beyond that, it's also the best-looking Naughty Dog game I've ever seen.
Oh my god, they just keep getting better.
Well, so when I heard Last of Us 2 is going to come to PS4, I was really excited because they have, with the power of the PS4, I hate saying that because it sounds like such a developer thing. With the power of the PS4, you can do so much with lighting. It's really interesting. And I think Last of Us is a game that will really benefit from some really good lighting. And an example of that is when they're in the parking garage and there's the burning trash can. You kind of, just the way it illuminates. I'm like, oh, this is exactly the kind of stuff I wanted to see in this game. Like really good atmosphere through interesting lighting that they just couldn't have done on a PS3.
Yep.
It's so gorgeous looking. Seeing Ellie as a more mature woman now is also really cool.
Yep.
Notably, no Joel.
No, we didn't see Joel at all in this one.
But they did make a mention to, she was talking to her friend, and he said, oh, your old man gave me a real, like, really scolded me or something like that. So I'm assuming that's Joel, but they never said his name directly. I thought that was interesting to me.
Shout out to the most realistic, least awkward-looking kiss ever seen in a video game.
Yes, absolutely.
Every time anyone kisses in a video game, it's like, oh, why did you do that? It looks stupid, and like these dolls are pressing their faces against each other. But no.
Like their faces stretch forward a little bit to have like lips meet. It's really always awkward.
That's how you can tell we've reached the pinnacle of gaming. Naughty Dog figured out how to kiss. They can stop now.
That was the goal this whole time making Naughty Dog games, was just to make kissing look good.
Yeah.
It was brutal, though. Like, the combat looked insanely brutal.
Yeah.
Let me know if you picked up on this. Do you think there's like a dodge mechanic? Because when they were swinging, like the axe at Ellie, she was kind of dodging it, and it seemed like it was a button prompt that got that to happen.
Otherwise, I think so.
And that's a good idea for this kind of game, because I think it seems like they really want to sell hand-to-hand combat, or like melee combat at least.
Yeah.
So I'm very intrigued with what they do with that. But I'm super sold. I can't wait for this game.
Yep,
no release date.
Yeah, no release date, year window at all
for anything announced. By the way.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah, nothing. The only thing that got a release date was Resident Evil 2, and Kingdom Hearts already had one.
Oh yeah.
Nothing else got a release date. No, like coming, 2019 or nothing at all. I thought that was really odd.
Yep. So next up, as we mentioned, they go into this weird outdoor space while everyone is moving buildings, where they announce God of War is getting New Game Plus, which is great because I just beat it and killed the last Valkyrie like an hour before the conference. They also announced that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will have remastered maps of Jungle, Summit, Slums, and Firing Range from Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2, and those are also getting remastered for Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 is free with PlayStation Plus starting tonight.
I'm still not going to play it.
I'm going to download it. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it if I get bored as hell one day.
I'll add to my library, but I'm not going to play it.
Yeah.
No way.
No way. I'm against it.
Destiny 2 has new content coming called Forsaken, coming September 4th.
Yep.
Are you still interested in that?
No. I'm done with Destiny until the next big thing.
Which is this, Forsaken?
No, I mean like the next big release, like Destiny 3. Because I'm not going to pay another $60 to play this. Or I think it's $70 actually. And it's like a yearly subscription thing now.
What?
Yeah, they're doing like yearly subscriptions for Destiny content now. They announced it last week during their thing. I haven't looked too much into it, so I could be lying out my ass right now, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Oh, I hope not. I mean, not that it would affect me, but that's some bullshit. That's terrible. Then we get to the biggest, most important announcement, and that was Weird Bamboo Flute playing.
Weird Bamboo Flute. I
don't know what that was. I just call it Weird Bamboo Flute.
Yep. Heard it a lot in Uncharted series. That bamboo flute sounds very familiar.
No, they showed off Ghost of Tsushima, finally.
They did, yes. We saw a lot of gameplay.
A lot of it, yeah. My God, it's gorgeous.
Yep. There's like this ninja bullet time effect in there too.
But not even just the landscape, and when they're standing on top of the hill and you see the grass flowing and the sun, like with the sun looks,
that's how like
holy crap.
I look at that how I imagine, like that's how I feel you see Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like I see like, oh, this looks like cel shaded. I mean, it looks good. But when I see it through your eyes, that's what it looks like. Like you see these rose-colored glasses of Breath of the Wild, and that's what you're actually seeing.
Yeah, I kept telling the dude in Tsushima, go fight Ganon. No, there's a shrine over there. I wasn't sold on the game. I think it looks really good, like and all that, but I wasn't sold.
Yeah,
on
I'm
it.
still not 100% sold on it. I still want to know a lot more about it. But combat looks slick.
Yeah, it does.
Game looks beautiful. Again, it's a Sony
I wish there was
first party,
more context given, because there was this emotional conflict between these two characters, and I didn't understand why I should care. And I wish there was some context provided there. But, I mean, it looks really gorgeous. I'm intrigued enough that I want to see more, but I don't know if I'm putting money down on that quite yet.
Yeah. And then the next thing we see is a trend for the rest of the night. A lot of their transition content is made in Dreams, where they just show off like a quick 3-second snippet of stuff that you can make in Dreams. And I was like, okay, that's a interesting way to show off a game again that like isn't rehashing something that everyone already knows.
Yeah, I was weirded out by that. There's no like tie back into it, and now you've been seeing all these things. These were all created, in between the game segments you saw, or something like that. Like how quick it is to make these. They just showed them, and then that was it. Yeah. Like if you've never heard of Dreams before, this didn't. You wouldn't have known what that is.
You would have to have known what Dreams is.
Yeah.
But then they showed off a new game, Control, from Remedy, who made Quantum
wild.
Break on Xbox One. This game looks really awesome. It looks like Quantum Break with a female lead, but also you're a giant wizard who floats and throws shit, and it looks really cool.
You're a giant wizard? I don't think that's what it was.
Okay,
Jack.
she's a normal-sized person wizard.
Okay, yeah.
She's
a giant troll.
No, this game looks really cool. I really want to know more information about it.
Mm-hmm. Next, they showed Resident Evil 2 remake. Holy crap!
All I wrote was "clapped, y'all," and then the next line, I literally clapped out loud when I saw Resident Evil, or when I saw Leon.
Yeah,
coming January 25th.
I'm getting it. It looks so good. It looks so good.
I can already tell you, if you see Resident Evil remake on sale on the PS4, buy it because it's going to be a game of the month, a barf.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Do I have it?
I know I have it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I might have it, actually. So that looks very, very cool.
Woo! Yeah, that game looks good.
More Dreams.
Yep.
And then Trover saves the universe.
I will fucking... If Justin Roiland from Squanch Games and Rick and Morty, if he just like literally takes a shit and sends it to me in an envelope, I will eat that shit up. This game looks so stupid and funny, and no matter what he does, I'll play it. It's exclusive to PlayStation 4 and PSVR. It was just a bathtub guy. It's looks like a standard cartoon platformer with his sense of humor all over it. I'm bathtub guy, and I sit in the bathtub. That's what I do. It's so stupid. Oh shit! Somebody dial 711 because that's the number for emergency services in this place. Oh, he just gets me. No release date on that. But then we get to Kingdom Hearts 3. We've seen this game twice now. This is the third time at E3, and only now is it new information.
Why did they show this at Square Enix's event?
I don't know. I guess
Seriously?
Sony paid for some kind of exclusive stuff.
They must have, yeah.
But yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean content.
Yeah, looks good enough. We talked about it already.
There's that, yeah.
But there's going to be
exclusive PS4 Pro.
That does look nice.
That shit looks tight.
But beyond that, I don't understand how this is going to work, but all the PS4 Kingdom Hearts games, which is literally every single one of them, are going to be bundled together as one. Does that mean like if you buy Kingdom Hearts 3, you get all the other games as well?
No, I think they're just going to release one disc that has it all on it. It'll be $70 or $80, I'm sure, or something like that.
I would do that, honestly, because I want to play this game, but I haven't played any of the other Kingdom Hearts games before, besides Birth by Sleep on PSP.
BBS. Babs.
Another Dreams transition, and then we go into Death Stranding. They showed a lot of Death Stranding, and I still don't know what the hell I'm watching when I see Death Stranding.
I see more.
There's more, yeah. But
there was actual gameplay this time. Like you could see that it was gameplay.
Yes, it's incredibly good looking, but it looks like there's a lot of walking.
A lot of focus on hands in this one.
Yes.
They had give me your hand in life, give me your hand in death, give me your hand in flesh. The invisible monster that's walking around, his feet are human hands. Mm-hmm. The baby, what it looks like, okay, so that little light thing that we've seen before over your shoulder that's like blinking over and over, it looks like that is always pointing in the direction of invisible bad guys. and the baby has something to do with that, I think. Because when he was about to head out there to them, he put the baby on his chest, woke it up, and said, "All right, we're ready to go." And then the baby...
It's like the Matrix. They just use humans as batteries. Use little babies as batteries. That's what it is.
Baby batteries.
Baby batteries. From Duracell.
They made a big deal at the very end of it of saying Lindsay Wagner is in this game, and I was like, "Who is that?" And I looked it up. She's the Bionic Woman from the $6 Million Man.
Oh,
cool. Never seen it.
That's so random.
Yep.
I think one of the coolest things for me in this was when you see the invisible monsters because the light's like pointing at it, and Norman Reedus is kind of like sneaking around. Yeah. So this is definitely there's still stealth elements to this game, which makes sense because it's Kojima and he primarily has made stealth games.
Yep.
It looks really cool. I want to see more of it, but I'm just still so confused by what I saw.
Yeah.
And they keep adding things to this. It's not like they're adding things to help you know what's going on. They keep adding things that make me more confused.
Yep.
And they've been doing this for, 3 years now? 3 years?
I think it's 2 years.
2 years? Okay. Still, that's a long time to be confused by a game and not know what it is, yet still be excited about it.
And even the fact that he said we're already playing it. Like, all right. Don't know what the fuck that means. Should I cover my webcam? All right, then... What?
I was going to say, maybe you don't ever really know what the game is, and playing the game is trying to figure out what the hell the game is. And that's what he means by you've already been playing it.
If you run into Norman Reedus in real life, you win the game. That's literally the whole game. Next up was a big surprise to me. They showed off a quick teaser trailer for Neo 2.
Yeah.
Did you finally ever play this game? I know you were jizzing about it for 100 years.
No, I still really want to, but I have not played. Okay. I got whatchamacallit. I played the first level of it, but that's it. Nice. And it was good, but I want to play more of it. Dreams transition again. And then Spider-Man ended the show.
Oh man, I am so into this game. So, I mean, obviously I've already pre-ordered it, but this finally cemented, like, this is Spider-Man. He has the quips. We have the classic comic book villains, Electro, Scorpion, Vulture, Rhino. Like, this is a Spider-Man game, and I can't freaking wait for it. The combat looks a lot like Batman, but, like, more slick, which is pretty cool.
I'm not sold on this game still.
I just don't think you're a comic book fan.
No, I'm not really a big comic book fan, but
yeah.
I just... You go from seeing Last of Us, which is incredible, then you go to Ghost of Tsushima, which looked amazing and had some, cool things to see, and then Death Stranding, which is, like, perplexing, and then I see Spider-Man kicking guys, and they all seem to just be waiting for him to kick them. It doesn't seem fun. I don't know. It just looks like a fun
Spider-Man fans, though, like, Spider-Man's always been my favorite superhero. For Spider-Man fans, you see this and you're like, holy shit, this is exactly what I've always wanted. This is legit comic book come to life, and
it definitely, like, I get it. Like, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of the Spider-Man villains are going to be in there. Like, I didn't even know who Scorpion or Scorpio, whatever his name is. I've never. You didn't even see
Spider-Man: Homecoming, did you?
I did. It was a great movie. It's one of
did you see the guy from Breaking Bad? He was Scorpion. The guy from Breaking Bad, who's also in Better Call Saul. He has the scorpion tattoo on his neck. He didn't do anything in the movie as a villain.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Chances are he's going to be Scorpion in the next one.
Oh, cool. I'm so pumped, and I cannot wait.
So pumped! Oh, man. And then that ended the conference. And then there was a weird post-show, like, oh, by the way, the conference is over. We're sitting here talking. Let's go ahead and reveal another game. What? Just put it at the end of the conference.
But this isn't a game you put at the end of the conference. I mean, it's from software.
We'll put it right before Spider-Man.
It was a PSVR game, you said? How did you know that? Did they say that?
They said, yeah, from software. Okay. It's a PSVR game.
So here's what happened. When I went to start the live stream, I just typed in Sony, Sony E3 event into YouTube, and then the first thing that showed up was just the GameSpot live stream. I'm like, perfect, whatever, I'll just put that one on. As soon as those guys started talking, like, oh, we're going to start announcing a new game, it cut off and went to the GameSpot guys talking. And like, I don't want to see this. And Chad texts me and says, oh my god, it's a From Software game. And I'm like, oh, shit, I gotta get there right now. And I get there, and it's a very different From Software game.
I mean, it might be. They did mention on the stream, like, this is actually kind of outside the wheelhouse. Yeah. But it's called Deracine, and literally all they did was show off. There's a mansion, and you're walking around the mansion, and there's a rose that goes from dead to alive. Like, that's all we saw of it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this game is, but it's definitely not like a Souls game. This is not a Souls-like game at all.
I guess they weren't lying whenever he said, I'm done with the Souls series for now.
Except for Sariko, which looks awesome and looks very Souls-like.
I mean, it looks Souls-like, but it's definitely a departure from that as well.
It is, but
especially
I mean,
aesthetically.
It's definitely aesthetically, yeah, but it looks very interesting. I watched that trailer again, by the way, and I noticed something. I mean, I noticed it originally, but it stuck with me in a way.
What is it? Tell me.
You
Holden,
die,
what was it?
and you come back in the game, right? So death is not permanent. You can come back again.
Yep.
There's stealth elements to it, so I wonder if that's going to be used to essentially trick your enemies into thinking you're dead, so you can kind of sneak by them again. But wondering what the cost is, because it seems very strange to let you die and come back in a Souls game. Like, do you have to like give up what the equivalent to Souls are in order to come back? Like, how does that work?
There might not even be Souls.
There might not be Souls. Who knows?
Probably not.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with day 3. D3. So
that is it for day 3 of all of those conferences. Holden, which one was your favorite?
Square Enix for sure.
Square Enix, 100%.
Do I have to? I mean, Sony.
Obviously, we loved all the announcements from Sony.
Yeah,
even if the conference itself was weird as hell.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to say. I mean, none of them. I mean, Sony was the best one just because it had The Last of Us Part 2. Like, that was all I needed to see. But I don't know. It was a weird event for Sony. I don't know. I felt very strange about it. It wasn't bad. It was not like EA bad or anything like that, but very unusual.
That's it for day 3. We'll be back tomorrow with day 4, which is just Nintendo.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll watch the Devolver Conference. It's only 20 minutes. Maybe
I watched it. I watched it last night. Yeah,
Let's talk about it tomorrow then. Just mention it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So tune in tomorrow. Go back and listen to all of our impressions for the past 2 days. Again, no regular episode this week, but next Tuesday we will kind of have a breakdown of everything, go over our predictions, see who got the most points, come up with who we think won E3, and also talk about a couple new things that have happened.
I'm just calling it right now. Square Enix won E3 this year.
No. The PC game conference that nobody cared about that went on today, that one won E3. and nobody watched it. Oh, yeah.
That happened? I didn't even know that happened.
At 2 p.m. today or 1 p.m. or something like that.
Oops, I didn't watch it.
Oops, I did it again. Played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Good night, everybody.
Good night.